In the small, misty town of Urun, nestled between mountains and sprawling forests, a peculiar sight caused endless gossip. A girl who wore a cartoon mask every day, even in the scorching heat of the dry season. Her name was Adesua, and while no one knew why she wore it, it didn't stop them from whispering. "She must be hiding a curse," said the market women. "Maybe she's disfigured under there." The school children snickered. "She's probably a witch," the elders murmured. What no one knew was that Adesua's mask hid something extraordinary, something that, if revealed, could change her life forever. At school, Adesua endured endless humiliation. Her classmates, led by the arrogant Sade, took great pleasure in tormenting her. They would pull at her mask, throw ink on her books, and spread rumors about her being a demon. One fateful day during lunch, Sade and her clique cornered Adesua behind the school's mango tree. "Take off that silly mask," Sade demanded, smirking. "I can't," Adesua whispered, clutching it tightly. Sade stepped closer, her eyes gleaming with malice. "You're just a coward, hiding that ugly face of yours." She lunged forward to yank the mask off, but Adesua, in an unexpected burst of strength, shoved her to the ground. Sade's laughter turned to fury. "You'll regret this," she hissed. That evening, as Adesua walked home along the forest path, she noticed a figure lurking in the shadows. It was an old man with piercing eyes and a crooked staff. "You can't hide forever, girl," he rasped, his voice echoing unnaturally. Adesua froze. "Who are you?" The old man smiled, revealing jagged teeth. "Someone who knows what you're hiding." Adesua's heart pounded. She turned and ran, the sound of the man's laughter following her all the way home. That night, Adesua confronted her mother. "Mama, who am I? Why do I have to wear this mask?" Her mother hesitated, her eyes welling with tears. "Adesua, you were born different. Your beauty is not normal. It is dangerous. People envy what they cannot understand, and envy turns to hatred. The mask protects you." "But what if I don't want to hide anymore?" Adesua asked. Her mother gripped her shoulders. "If they see your face, they will come for you. You must promise me, Adesua, never take off the mask." The next week, the school organized a trip to the town's sacred waterfall. Legend had it that the waterfall had magical properties, and the elders often warned against visiting it without permission. But Sade, eager to humiliate Adesua, saw this as the perfect opportunity. During the trip, she whispered to her friends, "Let's take her mask off and throw it into the water. Let's see how brave she really is." As the students gathered near the edge of the waterfall, Sade and her clique shoved Adesua toward the water. "Take it off or we'll throw you in." Adesua struggled, her heart racing. Suddenly, the ground beneath them cracked, and a deafening roar echoed through the valley. The water churned violently, and a figure emerged from the mist. A tall woman draped in white, her eyes glowing like fire. "Who dares disturb the sacred waters?" the woman thundered. The students screamed and fled, but Adesua stood frozen, her mask slipping slightly. The woman's gaze softened as she looked at Adesua. "Child, you cannot run from your destiny forever." The incident at the waterfall spread through the town like wildfire. People whispered about Adesua being touched by the gods. The old man with the crooked staff reappeared, this time at the school gates. "She's not what you think," he warned the villagers. "Her beauty is not a blessing. It's a curse. It will bring destruction upon us all." Fearing the worst, the villagers demanded Adesua remove her mask during a town meeting. Her mother begged them to leave her daughter alone, but the crowd grew restless. "Take it off," someone shouted. "She's hiding something." Adesua, trembling, stepped forward. "You want to see my face?" she asked. "Fine." She removed the mask and gasps filled the air. Her face was unlike anything they had ever seen, flawless, radiant, and almost otherworldly. For a moment there was silence. Then chaos erupted. "She's a witch!" an elder shouted. "No human can look like that." The old man stepped forward, his voice booming. "Her beauty will destroy us all. She must be banished." Adesua fled into the forest, tears streaming down her face. The villagers, torches in hand, chased after her, their shouts echoing through the night. As she ran, the forest seemed to come alive. Trees twisted and groaned, blocking the villagers' path. Adesua stumbled upon a clearing where the woman from the waterfall appeared once more. You have a choice to make, child, the woman said. Embrace your gift or let fear consume you. But they'll never accept me, Adesua cried. The woman placed a hand on her shoulder. Sometimes we must fight to be seen for who we truly are. Adesua returned to the village the next day, her face uncovered. The villagers recoiled in fear, but she stood her ground. I am not a witch, she declared. I am not cursed. My beauty is not something to fear. It is part of who I am. The old man stepped forward, his staff glowing ominously. You think they'll accept you? Let's see how powerful you really are. With a wave of his staff, a storm began to brew, lightning crackling across the sky. But Adesua, filled with newfound courage, stepped forward. You have no power over me, she said, her voice steady. Your fear does not define me. As she spoke, the storm subsided, and the villagers fell to their knees, awed by her bravery. In the weeks that followed, the village began to see Adesua not as a curse, but as a symbol of resilience. She used her beauty and voice to unite people, teaching them to embrace differences rather than fear them. The moral lesson of this story is that we should never judge someone based on appearances or differences. True worth lies beyond what the eye can see. Embracing individuality and showing kindness can reveal the beauty hidden within.